good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Wildcats offense will come out first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Here comes the heat. On target. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left. He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Palmer. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll test the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They'll try it over the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for space. It's Gardner. Pass to 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Here's why I like the play. I know he didn't get a ton of yards, but use the defensive aggressiveness against him. Now, defensive coordinator goes, wait a minute, do I want to blitz? Because they hit me with that counter. They keep hitting me with that stuff, those delay things, they can make a big gain. So, smart job just keeping the defense on their heels.
Now on 1st down from the 28. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in home leagues where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll bring it out. It's Ballmer. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on him.
The South Carolina offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Run back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the move to his left. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Gardner. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss to the outside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Catch in the middle, it's Jocelyn. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ambrose. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. third down play to open the period. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ambrose. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Ambrose. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Quickly complete. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Thundering Herd. Offense, defense, and
touchdown Gamecocks! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Bulmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. With the catch, it's Bulmer. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of.
Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hands it off. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll try to run it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Forward and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kentucky going quickly. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gardner. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
the first down and more. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He's good, and he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Tight end now in motion. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a crease. It's King. Got enough for the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he puts through the extra point.
49, Kentucky, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Upshaw. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
56, Kentucky 3.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Upshaw. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gardner.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, South Carolina. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Find some fresh air. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move, it's King. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the play fake. Big fella moving. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel 4th straight win. And let's Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Tucky. Once he got some... It was over.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He breaks the tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Tavai. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to wear down this defense. A 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep the drive alive. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. With lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Kentucky, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jocelyn. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
On the double.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game.
He's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense with jumbo personnel. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical.
There he goes to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finding open areas.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Big guy smells it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job. The offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Snowed under by the defense. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.